original OG, uniquely fly. Brothers and sisters living life on the high. Maxim, style, while all the time profiling.
Brothers and sisters living life on the high, doing what you can just so you can get by. See, you got to understand what this life is all about. Me, you, she, and he, the original OG. Ooh, living on the high. Whether you get yours, I'll get mine.
This is very historical. And a lot of the importance of it, we haven't even gotten into.
That's true.
And I want to come back and I want to delve into that. I mean, this has become so interesting that you wrote a book about it.
There was a book wrote about it.
There was a book wrote about it based on your life. OG, two letters that define respect. I created the original OGs to document the forgotten parts of American history. I want to recognize and give a voice to the men and women that have climbed to the top of their game. The men and women this marquee have been authenticated as original OGs. Welcome to my world, a world of the originals, the unique. Welcome to the original OGs. Welcome to the original OGs, and I'm your host, Mr. Rick. This is the show where a real OG has a conversation with a real OG. We have with us today, Mr. Skinner. How you doing, brother?
How you doing, Rick?
Oh, it's my pleasure,
Good to
sir.
meet you, man.
Thank you. I want to kind of piggyback on the conversation that I was just having with Mr. Sonny Black. How did you become to know Sonny Black?
Well, I grew up in the streets of Brooklyn, and all I ever knew was my OGs. Sonny Black is the last living OG. Everybody else is dead. There was a guy here that I used to follow around with my head stuck up his ass. His name was James Bollinger. I think he was a real tough guy. I mean, he had a real nasty attitude. And I just loved everything about it because he just, I mean, you know, the guys here, he had nasty attitudes. But the nasty attitudes protected our community because we had people here that'll do anything anybody else do. This is not a shallow community. They got guys here that'll do anything anybody else, you know what I mean? See, I, like when I was with my boss up there, and I sheltered off and went other places, I went to Chicago, you know, and I was invited there, you know. And like I said, I'm over in Iowa. I've been over there for 4 or 5 years, you know, and I ran across these white people, and now I'm around white people, and I'm finding out that they cool too, you know, and they said things and used words like nigger and all this kind of stuff. And I found out that people that use that kind of talk don't always talk like that because they don't like you.
I get it.
Sometimes it's because they don't know no better, because they ain't, some people are not knowing that they are offending you because they've never been in an offensive state.
Right.
Yeah, see,
It's their common language.
yeah, they ain't been around no nigga like me.
Right.
You understand me? You know.
How did you encounter Sonny in your life?
Growing up, I seen how my OGs conduct themselves. I wanted to be like them. All I ever dreamed about is being like them.
And when you say you wanted to be like them, what does that look like?
Put in work. To be an OG, you got to put in work. You know, not every old man that you come across is an OG.
Thank you.
I can understand them calling them Unc.
That's plausible. But an OG puts in work. If you're not recognized from the streets, you not can be considered an OG. Can't know any old man walk the streets and be considered an OG. That being said, every man has to make his way. Every man gain his own respect. As for Sonny being the last one, you know, sometimes I say, well, without him, these bricks wouldn't be like it is. And when those like Sonny got older, you had people that had to carry that mantle, that street mantle. I mean, the code. Snitches get stitches, man. It's the law. When my OGs told me, Skinner, we done got old, man. We need you. They called me Skin Fire. I had to come out there sometimes and correct the wrong of the wrong. You can't do whatever you want to do. You have to treat your elders with respect. And most of all, if you're not doing nothing for the community, I was one of the ones that they had to remove you from the community. I don't regret the things I've done because it made me who I am. After Sonny, I think I'll be the last one there, man. They different. They don't.
What makes them different in your eyes compared to quality people? I'm not saying other people are not quality. I just have to recognize Sonny. What makes the difference?
You have to listen. I mean, you got to be more of a listener than a doer. Because if you just do things without thinking, a lot of times it's unorthodox. You have to be given a green light. When there was wars with my OGs, I was taught a valuable lesson. They may have went to war with each other, but at the end of the day, they were still Brooklyn from Illinois.
Wow.
We had a conditional love. I mean, we had a love that's unlike anywhere in this world, man. Brooklyn is the first African-American town established in the United States of America and documented in the Annals of Congress.
Still standing.
And we still standing. Well, a lot of our city, a lot of our little town has faded away. We had everything in Brooklyn. If you ever seen the movie Wakanda, a fictional story of an African nation that didn't want nothing, just had everything they needed within. Oh, we had gas stations. We had movie theaters. We had grocery stores, restaurants. We had the biggest nightclubs, the Harlem nightclub, the Celebrity Room. I watched people like Ike Turner. I watched them play. I watched all the blues players come. Albert Blue Boy King and Hammett Blewett. These people grew up here in Brooklyn, man. Down the way from Alton, Luther Ingram. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. I knew and saw these people, man. And doesn't nothing take away the fact that my OGs, they protected the community, man.
Something we need to get back to.
I see some of them celebrities and movie stars do an all-white party. I don't know what that means, man. I come from all black everything, man.
Right. A world of black.
The policemen, the mayors, the politicians, you know.
Well, you know, that's something that most people have never experienced.
Absolutely, Rick. Absolutely, man. They wouldn't know what that is, man.
For real.
And I remember at one time when my father and Sonny got into a war. I come out of prison. I was sentenced 30 to life. Obama signed the crack law. They took life off me. I was released in 2010. The first thing my father said to me is, I know you heard of me and Sonny having a war. He said, that was our business. That ain't none of yours. He say, Sonny's from Brooklyn, man. You don't bother nobody from Brooklyn. You make sure you remove everyone that come into Brooklyn and bother Brooklyn. I said, yes, sir.
Now, today, am I correct in saying you helped Sonny run his establishment?
By his orders, he is my last OG, man.
Wow.
You know, you talking about a man that been in and out of prison all his life. Come out after doing 22 years. Released from the Obama crack law, cocaine trafficking, cocaine distribution. I became a school teacher at a college.
Wow.
If anybody think that you cannot be whatever you want to be on this planet, all you got to do is put your heart to it, man.
My man.
And you can be successful. An OG is one that loves his people, man. An OG will provide jobs. He will provide assistance to his people. You have many businesses and strip clubs and nightlight. If them people, if they not from Brooklyn and don't hire the people from Brooklyn, they all fail, man.
Wow.
Because the people will not support them.
Wow.
Being that said, Rick, how could you come in somebody's backyard, a land of poverty, and not give the jobs to the people? It was a time. I'm 60 years old. We let bygones be bygones, but it was a time. They sent us out to burn their businesses down if they did not support the people, man.
Exactly.
We on some gangster. We on some gangsterism for real, man.
Now, I'm glad you said that, because we're looking at the relationship with you and Sonny. We've understood a small glimpse of your history and how you came up in Brooklyn, went to prison in the state of Illinois. You're back here doing what you do. To tie all that together, give me a brief history of your father, the OG.
My father, Frank Skinner Sr., he was a Marine. They talk about walking tall, Buford Posser, a white man. I'm not saying it in a racist manner.
Just describing him.
But the real walking tall, my father came, a 6'4" black man, Marine. And they had taken over the town. The bad people, like Sonny said, Bollinger and them, they had started extorting the churches and everything, man. Taken from the old people, taken from the businesses. They hired my father as police chief. He grew up here. He was a Marine. He didn't come from the Army. And they made him police chief.
Wow.
And just like walking tall, he didn't come with a 2x4. He came with a police riot gun. He shot the leaders of the gang. He ran all the black Egyptians away. When he got out the Marines, they made him police chief, and they told him to clean the town up. He confronted the bad guy, Bollinger, that was extorting the churches. He told them that they had no more commissions to carry guns. You know, nowadays it's foil card, but back then it was a commission to carry your guns. So he said, y'all all have to turn in y'all commissions. And he said he didn't want to turn it in, so being that said, he blew his head off his shoulder, man. They wrote a book about it, Tales of an All-Night Town by Ellen Schoen. Little Las Vegas. What people see on the riverboat, we had crap tables, 6'8" to fill. We had that here 50 years ago, man. There wasn't no riverboat. It seemed like everything a black man established somehow or another
Ends up in different hands.
the establishment hands.
Yeah.
I remember an old lady named Miss Maul, and she say, Skinner, go get my money. And I go to all them nightclubs. I was about 16. I carried them 2 big old pistols on me. What they was running was called the numbers game. What the establishment took over again. Lotto.
Now it's the lottery.
I tell people this, they look at me like, it's fantasy what I'm talking about.
That ain't fantasy.
It's real life, man. You hear me?
And we had quite a few policy runners in our community, and it disappeared. And next thing you know, you saw it on television.
And they running it, and they controlling it, and they profiting off of it now.
And we still playing.
And we still playing it. If you have an idea, it's best for you to get it patented first. Until then, keep it a secret.
I tell you the truth, because it will come up in the hands of someone else. Brother, thank you for that.
Thank you, Rick.
I appreciate it. We're going to do this again.
Yes, sir.
Because we didn't even scratch the tip of the iceberg, brother. I hear that story in you, and I want it. We will give it to the public.
No problem.
Thank you, brother. I'm Mr. Rich for the Original OGs. That's it. That's all. If you live in a city, any city, big or small, and you would like for Mr. Rick to come to your town, get as many subscribers as you can in your town, go in the comments. Let me know who your OGs are. They could be men or ladies. Doesn't matter. As long as they have a great history, whoever has the most subscribers, I will interview them. We won't pick them. You will pick them. So we'd like to tell those stories. This is the original OGs. Don't be mistaken by imitators. Let me know why Mr. Rick should come to your city and interview the OG ladies and the OG gentlemen. That's it. That's all.
You can listen. He's the top.